Welcome back to the place to be, the pajama party. Oh yay! Hello friends and welcome back to apocsperspective with your rambling host DohiSama. So what up one time for the one time, okay? We're back like a heart attack. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and shout him out. Corey Kitchen said that line when he was playing Minecraft, and I don't know, it just stuck with me. And I hate that, like, of all the things I could ever take from a human being, we are back like a heart attack is the one that stayed with me. Like, I really wish of all the influences that he has given me, that was not the case, but it is. So if you're like, why did she say this? Because every time I do, it just feels right to say, and I blame that man for it. Anywho, welcome back, babes. We are back like a spring trap. You get it? Because spring trap and the kids, Five Nights at Freddy's. Whew. All right, but on a serious note, speaking of, hang on guys. So there is something going on with my mic, and I'm just gonna sit it here. It's not gonna pick up. Okay, there's something going on with my mic. It'll record for so long and then there's an error. So if I have to get back up, I'm sorry. But I wanted to say really quickly, you know, I'm a Texas babe. And really, this has nothing to just do with Texas, but anybody who have been victims of this. You know, y'all, it's been so many mass shootings and like murders, and sorry if this is trigger warnings, but really I just want to say my condolences to all the families. Ironically enough, Allen is 30 minutes away from me, give or take. And the outlet mall that was like shot up, I've went there with an old friend a lot of times. Well, like 3, but still, you know, I've been there. And so to think the fact that like that could have been us, it was just heavy to think about. So my condolences. And you know, I kind of think it goes back to what I was talking about last week. You know, you look at the news and you see all of this heart-wrenching stuff, and you're just like, why am I even a Texan? Like, why am I still here in this busted, dusted up state? I mean, I love Texas, don't get me wrong, but our governor, and I don't want to talk politics. I'm just not here for them. I'm really not. And I just feel like the only thing we got going for us right now is the sweet tea. Like, I am so glad Texas never decided to like break away and do their own thing. Oh, because we would have been the first ones out the game. We would have been out of there for sure. So, I just, you guys, this weekend is Mother's Day weekend. So I was kind of thinking like, what can I talk about and say, you know, and I guess I just want to say like, sometimes your parents, they can be. And I think it is just, they care so much for us. They want the best for us. They see so much in us, stuff that we can't even see in ourselves. And so sometimes it might not always come out the best, you know, but I do hands down believe that like we are raised in the families that we are meant to be in. And I've always not for a second thought that I should have another mother or father, because my parents, my mom, that's chef's kiss right there. That's chef's kiss. The other ones, they're equal in her level. I'm joking, but my mom, that's bae. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that. That's my top tier ace right here. And I just want to say though, mothers, fathers, well, I guess mothers because it's Mother's Day. Now, I'm not going to call out anybody else's mama or talk down on anybody else's mama, but I've heard situations. And I know that I am blessed to have a great mom. But any advice I can offer or give, it is no matter what you go through with your mom, if you are still able to talk to her, please talk to her. and treat her kindly. Even if she does not always give the energy back to you, it does not matter. What you do matters. When you die, the Lord is not going to be like, all right, your mama was a jerk today, so I can understand. No, he's going to be like, your mama was a jerk, but what about you? Because you dictate your own actions. And before you even start, I get it. Because I used to always be like, if you offend me, I'm going to offend you. You going to pop my tire off? I'm going to pop all your tires off. Oh, you gonna throw a baseball in my window? I'm gonna hit you with the bazooka. You know what I'm saying? Like giving the energy back. But that is your mom, and you only get one. And if it wasn't for her struggling those 9 months to have you or to push you out, you wouldn't be here. No, you did not ask to be born, but guess what, baby? I'd rather be born than aborted any day. So I am grateful to my mom that she had the choice and she chose to have me. Like, I am very grateful that she wanted me to stick around in this lifetime. Like, I feel the love. So please be nice to her. Please. Just if it gets to the point where it's like, 5 minutes is a lot with you, check on her for 5 minutes. Say, hey, bye. Tell her you love her. And just go on about your business. Go in another room if you have to. And I'm not saying you got to be under your mom always and, like, kissing her all over her face. But just show love to her. Because you don't ever know what will happen to your mother. Like, there's so many people who didn't or will not get to spend time with their mothers on Mother's Day. So many people who don't even properly know their mom, remember their mom, or whatever the situation may be. So if you have a mother, please be nice to her. Please just love on her. And yeah, make the best out of it. Pray for her. Pray for the Lord to give you strength while you're trying to deal with her, and just keep it moving. I guess that's kind of like my serious life advice for this week. Sit in the corner with me. Now, this one isn't really like a race thing tonight. Didn't say that we wasn't ever going to come back, because as a black woman, I just feel that the build up is like up here. Look at that. Anyways, I feel like the build up is just up here, and a lot of things I just need to get off my chest. But for tonight, we're just gonna say, I had this incident happen to me when I went home, and I just want to know if it's like a me thing or if other millennials, not millennials, because I am not a millennial. Millennials are the newer ones, right? Y'all, I don't know. I'm just trying to live my life, thrive, and survive, okay? I am a 96 baby. I'm a 90 baby. So, I guess the millennials are the ones under us. Anywho's, when I went home, I went to my grandma's house. We went to go see my grandma this past weekend. Long story short, we ended up there. I'm not going to go deep into it. Shay, just keep going. Anywho's, on the way there, or when we got there, she decides to bless my liquor cabinet. I am grateful because your girl loves to do 2 things in this world to de-stress. Liquor is one of them. My uncle comes in and he's like, you done turned your granddaughter into an alcoholic. And the gall and gumption of this man, as he was drinking a beer, to say that to me. And on top of that, so the bottles that she gave me, only one of them was full. One of them had been opened and some of it was drank out of. The other one had a corner left. And he gonna call me an alcoholic off of that? Now, Jack Daniels, I love some Jack. I used to always joke and say, Jack attack. Jack is my husband, all right? I don't need a man. Just give me Jack. Give me some Jack. And I don't even need Coke all the time. Give me Jack. Give me some ice. And it's just a good night. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I think the reason why I even brought it up is because it's not the first time it's happened to me. It's like when you tell any older person in an older generation that you drink or do anything else, suddenly you're like an alcoholic or you're a drug head. And I'm just like, a little weed ain't ever hurt nobody, okay? A little fireball, it ain't ever hurt nobody. I just don't understand why the like I said, it seems like it's the older generation. I don't know of any young kids out here like, yeah, out here, because I wouldn't listen to them anyway. But in my family, whenever like I said, liquor or anything is brought up, suddenly you're not supposed to be doing it, but they can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, you don't need to be drinking that Ice Spice, but then they'll turn, or I don't know, because it's a singer named Ice Spice. So you don't need to be drinking that cinnamon swirl, but they over there popping like 20 cinnamon swirls. And you sit here thinking, well, what happened? Why can you drink it but not me? I am 26 years old. That is not a flex that I use a lot, because it makes me feel like, dang, I'm 26 years old. But I feel like sometimes that is a flex you can have. I was just baffled that this man told me that I was an alcoholic. And y'all, low-key, it kind of offended me, because no, you didn't. With your own skeletons in the closet. But like I said, I do think in part he was teasing me. But still, even for it to be like teasing, you know, like maybe I just had a hard day and I just want to come in and drink some wine that day. Like, well, who says you can't have a bottle of wine a bottle of wine, then maybe yes, I would be an alcoholic if I had a bottle of wine every night before bed. But a little sip or two, how you gonna tell me that I don't have rights to that? And that makes me an alcoholic, because I like to feel the buzz. Y'all know. And then this one, you know what? We're gonna rant about this man today. So moving on from sitting in the corner instantly to fake it till you make it. Y'all, I got a story for y'all about this man who just said what he said. So once again, I like to drink. You know, I can admit, when I first started drinking, it was rough. I wanted to do so much. Like, it was a goal for me to get drunk simply because I was drunk. I liked the way it felt, like the tipsy feeling, the giggly feeling. But now that I'm older and there's the other side effects to it that you feel, I'm just like, take this from me. Being inebriated is like a risk taker sometimes now. But this particular instance, I want to say it was 2020. Yes, we're gonna go with that year. My grandma was having this party, right? And my family comes and we're all like, we're around, we're, you know, drinking, having a good time. I don't even know what it was. I think it was a bunch of wine that I was turning back. Excuse me. I had some wine. And I think what really got me was one of my cousins brought some cheap wine. I was told by the man who accused me of being an alcoholic that it was good wine. It's good wine. Go ahead, drink that, niece. You gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be good. I've had that before. I proceed to drink the wine. I'm just trying to get turned up because it's my grandma's birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a celebration. It's a party time. Like, all of that jazz. We end up going to the casino for her. And so I stayed in the car. So, all I know is, so we went to Louisiana, which is like an hour away from, so my grandma lives from the house we were in now. My grandma lives, so it's about an hour away from there. And when we get there, I'm sitting in the back of the car. You know, that night I really didn't want to go in and gamble. I didn't have no money. I'm not really a gambler. I went when I was younger and I got kicked into the kiddie section. So I think that just makes me bitter, because how dare you? But I did not go in. I was sitting in the car and really my grandma was just going to, you know, enjoy herself. And so I just feel that sinking feeling in the depths of my stomach. And I'm talking about everything came up in the back seat. Okay, there was this plastic bag, but some of it didn't get into the plastic bag. Y'all, it was a thing. So I am over here, I'm barfing up my intestine, like it is just coming up and out. The same one who told me to drink the wine is now, so my grandma had these Toasty O's in her car. So like not Honey Nut Cheerios, Toasty O's, knockoff version. He has popped open this big box of Toasty O's cereal, and he is just grabbing handfuls, just and y'all, I kid you not, this is what I hear come out of this man's mouth. Yeah. See, that's why I don't even drink that wine right there. Because it's cheap and it make you feel just like that. You did not. Like, if it wasn't for you, sir, I would have never picked this wine up. But you guaranteed me that it was great wine and that it wasn't going to do nothing to me and I'm going to be okay. But now, here, hours later in this car, it is a different story. Y'all, I like to had it with that man that night, and the only reason he didn't feel the wrath of me was because my stomach was like, you a little busted and disgusted. You need to save this fight. So when he called me an alcoholic, I was like, oh, you want to go? Like, do you really want to go? Like, I am still burning on the inside from what you pulled 2 years ago or 3 years, and this is what you do to me, y'all. And the reason why I put that in the fake it till you make it, because I was trying to fake it. I was trying to make sure like I was just partying and having a good time. And I think really too, what it comes out to is that like, so when I start drinking, if I've not eaten for like the majority of the day, that's what gets me. I'll do these things where if I'm drinking and I see nachos, for instance, I'll eat the nachos and assume because I had heavy nachos that my system is just okay, which it's not always true. Every time I eat food and I don't eat enough or like something that's like going to stick to me, I always wake up the next morning just going through it. And so that day when we did wake up, had to go to the hospital for some unrelated stuff, but one of my aunts was like, you need you a Coke and BC. So to all you party goers out there who just loves to turn it up, BC, it's these powders. It kind of looks like crack cocaine. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, if I tell people I want to take a BC and I pop that bad boy open and they see that white powder, they're like, are you doing drugs? Like, what are you doing in the corner? But it is a BC powder. It really is good for other stuff. We use it around this house. Well, not that much anymore, but it is something that we go to like as our main supply for like pain relief. Used to. It is really good. It's for like, you can use it for toothaches. You can use it for headaches. It works probably within like, for me, 10 or so minutes. Now, I will say, if you're going to take the BC powder, most people like to drink stuff behind it because it has like an acidic taste. I'll take it straight to the head and be like, okay, on to the next one. I don't really mind the tangy taste. Like, it is strong, but I'm so used to just popping them things raw now that it just is second nature. And I don't know, maybe that's not like a good thing to have, but I have it. So it's just something that I'm going to be like, that's a flex. So yes, BCs and a Coke. You don't have to drink all the Coke, but I would say if you're going to go out and party, I would suggest taking a BC before and especially after. But if you're not going to take it before, definitely take it after. No, you don't need to drink the whole Coke. And even if you don't have Coke, water will work fine. But you just need to get enough of it down for that BC to work in your system. I'm telling you, every night that I pop a BC, after I've been like throwing it back for a real one, named Casper. Anywho, the next day, yeah, I've maybe woken up with like a small bellyache or something, but never nothing to the extreme. So that's the secret I'm gonna pass on to somebody else. You gotta watch my channel to get the secret. But yeah, it works. So go party hard and party ride. Hey. Also, there is one lady I want to tell you guys about tonight. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it without looking at her notes. Her name is Myrlie. 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 Let me see, was this right? Yeah, Myrlie Miley Evers Williams. Now, she was born on March 17th, 1933. Ooh. And apparently she is still alive. She's 90 years old. We love it. I wanted to talk about this queen today because she is a black queen, single mother who was like, y'all are gonna investigate the death of my husband. She was a civil activist. He was also a civil activist. And she wanted answers about how he was killed and why he was killed. Her and her husband, they were activists for civil rights movements. So things about like slavery and just like mistreatments of blacks, lynchings, all of that stuff. Her and her husband, they were in that thing. And I just find it so inspiring that she was like, oh no, you gonna mess with me, you're gonna know what type of woman I am. And any mother who can still chase her dreams and like shoot for the stars while raising children, to me, that's just a hero. Any mother that can do anything other than cry and like look at her kids, that's a hero to me. Because let me tell you, I worked in daycares. Daycares daycares alone rather was enough for me to be like, I want to wait some more because y'all are out of line. But so yes, her name is Myrlie Evers Williams. They had 3 kids. I believe. Now, I will say I didn't look into everything about this more, but this kind of popped up on Google under like the related. But if I'm not mistaken, I want to say her son, Daryl, died of colon cancer or died of cancer. I will link it in here for sure to make sure that I have that right, but it was some kind of cancer that killed him. So condolences and may you rest in peace. Condolences to her husband as well. But yeah, guys, for Mother's Day, I wanted to do like a tribute to a mother. So that is your woman for the week. She was a civil rights activist who supported and loved on Black people. And I will also link information about her and the case behind her husband, because I don't want to say nothing that's wrong. And it was really kind of like my notes were not compiled right for this, so I didn't want to rush and give you misinformation. So it's just better for me to link it. You go and check it out yourself and tell me what you think. Let me see, 24 minutes. This was a short episode, guys. I don't really have much else to say. I guess if I can give you any points for the week, it is that 1, you are worthy of doing this, even if you are a single mother. 2, your mother possibly could have, maybe not, been the best mother, but that does not mean you will not be an exceptional mother, okay? You have the power to break generational curses, to break bondage and chains over your life and your family. So believe in yourself, because the Lord goes before you and he is not going to let any harm come to you or your children. 3, do not trust people who will feed you liquor and they won't take it themselves, because I forgot to add that in there, but homeboy show was not drinking that wine. It was just me in the water by myself. And if I'm not mistaken, nobody else walked away from that party as messed up as I did. It was only me. So be very careful who you choose to party with, because people will let you down, okay? And 4, just lighten up and have fun. I pick at him. It's my uncle who I'm talking about, one of them. And he is the funniest man. And though he kind of like irked me, really, I just wanted to talk about the sit in corner part, because That is something I've heard from a lot of people. But even though he did what he did with the Toastios, that's still family. And I do still love him. And I do love the fact that, like, I can look back at it now and laugh. Because that night wasn't nothing funny about it. There was nothing that I found just happy about that moment. It is a moment I wish never happened. But carpe diem, it is what it is. Also, please be please be so careful of your surroundings. I have a friend who just told me she was pickpocketed. So I'm just gonna need you all to watch your surroundings, okay? Be very, very careful whenever you're out in public. And I know you can't always like watch and be alert, but be as vigilant as you can be, okay? If you notice something is amiss, check your surroundings. If you're going somewhere, keep your personal belongings as close to you as you can. If you can help it, don't put things in your back pocket. Even if you put them in your front pocket, you know, I like the fact that, like, if mine go in deep, I still kind of have like this little belly pudge right here, so I can feel it on my tummy. So I'm pretty sure if somebody was to jack me, I'd be like, oh, the belly moved. I really wonder if I'm going to keep that in this week's episode. Alas, my dandelions, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please kiss me with that like button. Please comment on things you would like to hear about, topics that you maybe would like to talk about. If you would like to vent and get something off your chest, if you maybe want somebody's opinion on something, let me know. I am always here to give you laughs, to listen, and to uplift you, because that's the way we should all be anyways. I hope that you've had the best of weeks, that you have an incredible weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you who do still have your mothers. And even if your mother has passed or you do not have a mother, think of the Lord. I want to see how we're to think of Jesus. You have somebody on your side. You have a mother. You have a father in him. It may sound cliche to hear. I'm like, but trust me when I say he is your everything. And where the Lord is, there's freedom. So get you some of that this weekend. And also remember, a catchphrase that I've coined for myself: nobody should be beefing on the weekends, and nobody should be beefing before the weekend. So make amends with everybody, okay? Live your best, authentic, happy lives. The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you always. The Lord loves you. And I love you as well. And no matter where you are, I hope you have an incredible day, an amazing night. Until next time, I've been your rambling host, DohiSama. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. Good night or good day. All right, dandelions. So post podcast, I realized that I didn't really give any special shout outs to my mom. So though I hype you up a lot, here is yours, baby girl. I love you so much. You have supported me in everything I've ever wanted to do. And even when I've been unsure of myself or I didn't believe I could do it, you always believed in me. You pushed me and you've chased me. I am very grateful for you as a mother and as a best friend. You are my confidant and you're my girl, and I love you, and I'm thankful for everything you've ever done for me, and I just want to give you your flowers while you are alive. So guys, please remember to encourage and hype your mom up. Mine is my best friend. She's everything. Nobody better ever mess with that lady on my account, okay? Because they will know, all right? But mama, I love you. Happy Mother's Day, and I can't wait to spend more with you.